Hey Jack Squad, YouTube family, how everybody doing? And I hope you all making it happen for yourself, because that's what we got to do. Make it happen for yourself, right? In case y'all didn't know, I got these t-shirts in red, black, white, small, medium, large, extra large. Get at me in my emails down in the description box, right? Anyway, I don't even know where to start with this. This kind of touched my heart, right? It touched my heart for real on several layers, right? Because so Chrisean Rock, Blueface baby mama, the internet sensation, was arrested while she went to court proceedings for Blueface. Now, this got to be the stupidest thing you could ever do. If you knew, and she did, that you had warrants, why would you walk up into a courthouse? Is that not crazy? See what love do? Y'all, love just make you so stupid, right? Blueface knew. I know that he know that she was coming. He didn't say, no, baby, don't come. That ain't a good idea. So you got to be careful who you deal with. I'm just telling you who you fall in love with and all that. Do they have your best interest at heart? Anyway, she walk on up in there with a baby, right? And sometimes people think, because I've seen that before, they think if they bring their kids, they won't go to jail. Wrong, right? You go to jail and your kids will go to jail. So she walked up in there knowing that she had a warrant, right? Now, I think the warrant has something to do with what happened with James Wright Chanel. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. But she also has another one in Oklahoma, which seems to be a little serious, with some drug charges and attempting to distribute or something like that, right? In Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, they're getting ready, maybe, possibly, extradite her to Oklahoma. Child, you done got yourself in a world of trouble. Now, it has been said that she said on her social media that she knew she had a warrant, and she knows this is before they arrested her, and she's working on it with her lawyers. They weren't working fast enough, child. They weren't working fast enough. Like, you got to be crazy to go anywhere near, like where I come from. See, I don't know about these new wave folks, right? Where I come from, you know you in trouble. You don't go nowhere near the police, the sheriff, the Justice Center. We call it Justice Center in Cleveland. The jailhouse, the courthouse, none of them places, right, where you can be held for criminal activity. You don't go nowhere around them places, right? Nowhere. And if they talk on the phone, her and Blueface, which I'm assuming they do, and she probably say, yeah, Bakers, I'm going to come see you when you go to court. He should have told her no. I don't like him. I don't like him for her. She just, what she is someone, a victim of her circumstance. You know, when I say circumstance, she's young and the way she grew up, right? I guess without any parental supervision, nobody gave her no game, nobody gave her no knowledge. You know, I think her mother was on drugs, allegedly, I'm not sure. But she's a victim of her circumstance, and she just haven't not quite got it together. And when she tries, before he went to jail, he would pull her back in. That's what narcissists do. They don't let you get out there too far, right? And I feel sorry for her. I really do. Now, she's got to get it on her own because she's grown now. So these life lessons, she's going to have to get taught these life lessons. But you don't never walk up into no courthouse. And you got warrants. And it says, according to the tabloids, that they were waiting on her. So they knew she was coming. So that means, just came to my head, that they had a conversation. She had a conversation with Blueface. You know, they listened to the jail calls. They had a conversation. They knew she was coming. That's how they knew. They knew she was coming. Because I was thinking, well, who would tell on her? Who would do such a thing? No, they listened to the jail call. She told them she was coming. Now, I'm going to just give them a little grace and say, maybe he told her, baby, don't come. That ain't cool. She said, no, I'm coming anyway because I got the baby with me. That's probably how that conversation went. I don't know. But I know that's how they found out. They heard it over the phone, right? That's me, allegedly. This is my assumption, right? I'm just saying it makes sense to me. Because they were waiting on her. It was 6 of them waiting on her. Ain't like they said, ooh, is that Chrisean? Call so-and-so. So-and-so, I think we got Chrisean here. They was waiting on her, right? So they were waiting on her. And it's sad. You know, and what's even sadder is the baby situation. I don't know where the baby is, who got the baby, who did the baby. Now, the girl who always babysits, she probably has a baby. But what I found interesting and so dysfunctional, was the dad, John Sr., Blueface dad, and Blueface mama, Carlisa, arguing about the baby. And his father was so disrespectful to his mother. And that's where he gets that from. If he saw that, any of that during his childhood, right? You know, I was reading up on him. It says he was going back and forth. You know, that's what you do when your mama live over here, your daddy live over here. You know, some back and forth going on. But the daddy was talking to her so crazy in front of everybody out in the hallway, in the vestibule. He was just talking to her, calling her out her name and everything. Like, I wouldn't, you know, listen, I wouldn't have no dealings with him, none, not even a high. But she was asking him, and it was, I don't know who the guy was that was recording. It was like, you ain't gonna get to that, baby. So evidently, John Sr., Blueface dad, lives in Blueface house with Chrisean and the baby and whoever the babysitter girl is, right? So it was, I guess, assumed that the dad would take the baby since he lives with the baby. And he has the baby all the time, according to social media, right? He said, shit, I ain't no goddamn babysitter. In a critical moment such as this, where your son is in jail, the mother to your grandchild is in jail, and you sitting on your phones talking about that shit, not me. Ooh, it just burned up in my spirit. Like, this little baby has no chance in hell of being raised properly and growing up to be a successful adult. Now, I ain't saying that it can't happen, but the chances is so slim, right? Because it's you know, I was a foster child, so you know, there are points where you have people in your life that care about you and teach you things, right? This child has Chrisean for a mother. I'm not saying these people Chrisean don't love her baby. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying the raising, the goings on around the child, right? Chrisean is the mother, Blueface is the dad. That right there is enough. And then to see the grandfather, Jonathan Sr., act and cut up the way he did with no love to your grandbaby. Right now, if something happened to my grandkids, I would have to try to, they live in different states. All of them live not where I'm at. I would have to go. I would even have to borrow money, ride a bike, you know, lie to somebody. I would have to go and get my grandchild, right? I'm an advocate of children and being loved on and being treated properly, right? I would have to go. It wouldn't even be a question. And if I was Carlisa was arguing with him, I wouldn't argue. I just give me my grandbaby and I'm going to go and take my grandbaby and go head home. That's it. Now, I know Carlisa has a husband and maybe not don't want that, but that's too bad. Nothing comes before your kids or your grandkids when they're in a situation like that. And for her to sit there and argue, I wouldn't have never argued. After I would have said, you going to get the baby? He said no and cussed me out. That'd been in the conversation. In the conversation. Enough said. I'm cool. See you next time, right? I'm going to go and get my grandbaby and go head on. But nobody wants responsibility of this baby, right? And I guess if the girl who watches the baby, I forgot her name, you know, for Chrisean. But that just broke my heart that they sat in that hallway and argued. That man talked to her crazy. That man talked to her like fighting word. Like somebody talked to me like that, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to throw my hands. You know, he was calling her B word and ugly and just saying all kind of stuff that would have made me want to go over there and just do something, right? So, you know, that's that on that. I feel sorry. I don't know when Chrisean's going to get out. They're going to extradite her, you know, because that drug charge, it seemed kind of serious. It was serious, right? Also, there's an additional assault with a deadly weapon charge being tacked on there too, right? That's serious. And then she got including possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of a controlled dangerous substance from 2022. Child, if you knew all that was going on, you should have went nowhere. I wouldn't even went on the street that the courthouse was on. I don't even want to be nowhere around it. You should have had your lawyers handle that immediately, and you should have been able to turn yourself in and bail yourself right out and get that ball rolling. That's what you should have did. See, Chrisean don't have good sense. She's a pretty girl, and she has a lot of notoriety, and she's a social media. There's a frenzy about her. But you should have got you some lawyers, and they would have did. I don't believe you had no lawyers on that case because your lawyer would have told you, I'm gonna walk you in. The lawyer would have sat down and talked with whoever you need to talk to, the prosecutors, this person, that person, and made you some sort of deal where you could go in there, burn yourself out, and go home while they do what they're going to do, right? Anyway, I feel sorry for the little baby. I feel sorry for Chrisean. Sort of feel sorry for Blueface because his DNA. You know, that DNA don't lie to you, child. You have to fight that DNA. You know, I just had a conversation with my son. He had bad DNA, and I apologized to him for his dad, and he told me he has to fight. You know, the good and the bad. He fights with himself, and I already knew that, right? So listen. I don't know why I said that. It's just all tied in. That's all. Because that's kids and all that's heavy on my heart. So anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy my lives. I go live most days at 8 o'clock, right? Sundays at 6 sometime. So anyway, y'all, make sure you just have a good day, okay? And be kind to the children, all right? Be kind to the children.